Something I learned in Ghana, I want to share with you guys. Maybe you can drop in the comments what you think about it. See, in Ghanaians don't greet. You see these greetings like good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I notice in Ghana, they don't greet based on age.
Of course, in Ghana, I mean, someone will say that you are barging into my house. Why should I be the one to greet you? You should greet me to let me know that you are coming in peace. You understand me? Yes, that's one angle. But I know with Nigerians, they put respect at the very maximum. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to your favorite channel right here. And of course, you see me introduce myself. You should know that I am the one and only host here on this episode to bring you nothing but the very best. And of course, I'm not here alone. I'm my favorite director in the card, making sure we bring you the latest and the freshest of, scenes. When you talk about cinematography, yes, director Grace in the back, making sure we bring you nothing but the very best. Of course, Mazi is up in town, taking care of some other stuff. So I'm here to serve you diligently. And greetings to everyone watching me now on this episode. Of course, greetings is a very important part of us as Africans. And, we have varieties or various ways of greeting. In Ghana, of course, as an Anglophone country, we would say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Nigerians will also say same. Aside our local dialects, Machin, Ojiku, and all of that. Yes, greetings is a very essential part of us. But, there are different ways by which people greet and all of that, of course. Some people greet considering their age. Others don't also greet considering their age. But I have a video to share with you. One of my guys, Sony from Nigeria, came to Ghana and he experienced some variety or some difference in the way we greet here. And so he decided to share it. So I felt like, why don't we throw some more light on that? Yes. And so, guys, if you're ready, join me. Let's go check out Sony Media's video and then we'll be back to talk more about it. Greetings, Director Gray.
So, people, there's something I learned in Ghana I want to share with you guys. Maybe you can drop in the comments what you think about it. See, in Ghanaians don't greet. You see these greetings like good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I notice in Ghana, they don't greet based on age. In Ghana, they don't greet based on age. Back in Nigeria, we greet according to somebody's age, your age. Like if I meet you, if I'm coming from outside into a house and I meet you in the house, even if like in the house, then you that is in the house will greet me that's coming from the outside. If I am your senior, like if I senior the person that is in that house, you will be the person to greet me. You see, but in Ghana it's not like that. It's the other way around. If I am coming from the outside and somebody who is inside the house as I'm coming, even if the person is a 1-year-old person, I should be the one to greet him. I don't know whether you guys is getting this whole thing. Like if me now, Sonny, is coming from the outside and I meet a 1-year-old boy inside the house, I should be the one to greet that 1-year-old boy. That is Ghana tradition for you. In Nigeria, it's not like that. In Nigeria, if I'm coming to the house, me coming and meet that 1-year-old boy there, that 1-year-old boy will stand up and greet me that is coming from the outside. You see, in Nigeria, we do greetings according to the age. Respect. But in Ghana, it's not like that. That is the one thing I've learned in Ghana. Let me know in the comment section, guys, if you learned something. Again, another thing I learned in Ghana is that Ghanaians, they don't say, how far? See this thing like we in Nigeria, we don't always say, hey, how far? Even this one, hey, Ghanaians. I hardly see Ghanaians doing it. Like this thing, you are calling someone. In Ghana, I hardly see Ghanaians do it. They don't do it. It's only we Nigerians. So I've learned that one.
how you really person? Hey, why? You be cut? Anyway, that's just by the way. So yes, that's Sony. Credits to Sony, of course, just touching on his content, to throw more light on it. And of course, in Ghana, I mean, someone will say that you are barging into my house. Why should I be the one to greet you? You should greet me to let me know that you are coming in peace. You understand me? Yes, that's one angle. But I know with Nigerians, they put respect at the very maximum. Sorry. They put respect at the very maximum. So even if you're a kid and you're in a compound and an old man is coming, of course, you'd have to stand up and greet the old man. But here in Ghana, it depends. It varies a lot of times. Or let's say I'm going into a house, right? And then I meet a lot of kids in the house. Maybe I wouldn't necessarily would have to greet as a Ghanaian, but I would ask the kids, oh, Mohote saying, which means, oh, how are you? Not necessarily starting with good morning, like if you should meet your age mate or an older person, you could just say, oh, how are you? Then I could proceed to engage them on whatever reason why I am coming into their compound. And so yes, it varies a little bit, but it has nothing to do with there's still respect there, of course, because it's not like you just bypassed the person and then you didn't say hi or you didn't say anything and then you just went ahead to that one safe. Ghana man, if you dey sit house where you can't bypass them, where you go where you no go see or get what you want, where you come back and get them, or more you go see eye, they go take a look at you say, well, you think say I be wood at the city or something or what? You get me. So at least if you don't even say good morning or good evening, but you could go ahead to engage the person. Oh, how are you? Which is kids. How are you? How are you doing? And then you could proceed to engage them on whatever reason you are in the house. They will listen to you, but just make sure that there is some form of interaction, right? Because as Ghanaians, we take interactions very important. If you bypass them, if you go, go mind you. In fact, it go insult you at and I'm sure that one is the same thing in Nigeria. So greetings is very important, but I mean, it shouldn't necessarily be about the age. Once you see an elderly person and you feel you have to walk up to the person and engage him. Oh, Eja, but your constable called it, and then I mean, some smart kids are able to do that, but the ones who have mood swings and a lot of problems in their head, Charlie, it be some way they don't even mind the elderly person. So yeah, greetings is very important. I mean, first off, if you pass by where you fall down right now, where you greet person, you think the person who can't help you, he no go help you, he no go even mind you. And I think that one also cuts across all boards. So if I should enter a house and I see a 1-year-old, as a Ghanaian, it's not really necessary to say good morning or good evening, but I could proceed to ask, oh, how are you doing? Are you okay? Everything cool? Your mama dey house? Your papa dey house? Yes, if I see him, papa, oh, my guy, morning, oh, everything cool, everything nice. That is a typical Ghanaian way. But let's say, rather, it is an old man who is in the house and it's a young boy who is coming in. He go first greet, daddy, good morning, good evening. Me pacho, me sure Kojo, me pacho, me sure Kwame. Please, I'm looking for Kwame. Please, I'm looking for Kojo. Yeah, that's just the little difference that's there. Nothing really, really special. And so, well, when Sony dropped it, there were a few reactions. Let's, kicking, and then we could call it a very perfect episode with regards to greetings. Of course, this one says, Basa says, in Ghana, strangers have to show they come in peace. So strangers greet to show I come in peace. That's literally what I just said, because now my house now, you for first ask me how are they, even if you don't go greet me, for first ask me how are they. Hi, everything cool. That way we can proceed to know that you come in peace. Of course, this one says, why will I greet you when I'm in my house? Oh, it doesn't really matter. If you don't greet, at least there should be some form of exchange of greeting somewhere. Eventually, either the person is greeting you or you are also saying hi. It still doesn't spoil anything. Greeting a child in the house represents respect for the entire household. If you disrespect the child, forget no one will mind you. The child is royal. He's the seed. Yes, of course. So like I said, if you go to the house, even if they are kids and you ask them, how are you? And you interact and you engage with them, even without saying good morning, that makes sense. Or am I lying? That one, they go everywhere. But say you go bypass the kids and then you go, nobody, that house and nobody go mind. And I'm sure it's the same way else everywhere. You they come my house, you expect me to greet you first as how? That's from Monica. At His Royal Ness says, no, this is wrong. If an elderly meets a younger person at home, it's the younger one that greets. The worst that can happen is the elderly person simply asking how the younger one is doing without exactly what I was saying. Without the worst that can happen is the elderly person simply asking how the younger one is doing without any exchange of greetings. What you said is okay. What you said is wrong about GH. We do just as is done in Nigeria. Maybe he didn't get the opportunity to go into a lot of homes. Maybe just a few instances. But I mean, generally, it's not every Ghanaian home that you go and you see a kid and then it's like what Sony is saying. I mean, like I'm saying, greetings is very important. I am Holali says everything in okay. Queen Chris says Ghanaians are civilized. We are bro, but that is common sense now. Imagine greeting somebody who came to meet me in my own house. Jay says you go to somebody's house, whether the person you meet in the house is young or old, greet that person first. That is courtesy. Courtesy is when you enter somebody's house, the first thing you do is greet, whether the person is young or old. Yes. Even if you won't greet, just just say hi, hello. Like, just be formal. It's simply formal. I think it should be beyond age, safe. It has to be formal. If you're a young boy, you should know that if you see an elderly person, you should greet. But if the elderly person greets you, then you should be fortunate. You respond and then you proceed to assist him or her. So guys, I don't know your perspective on this, but let me see the comment section. Let's get interactive because I'm wrapping up right here on this episode. So let's do the rest of the conversation in the comment section. Maybe we missed one or two. Maybe there are some different ways that Nigerians also greet. You can throw more light on it for me and for others in the comment section as well. It's been exciting coming your way with this episode. As you can see the broad smile on my face. Yes, production was led by Director Gray. My name is PKB. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, it is what? Adios.
This not the age to face reality, oh. Come on, this not the time to do the necessary, oh. Go go, chigo dongo, chigo dongo. This not the stage to unite. Unity not the key, yes, not the key. Plus 24, not the show. The J Paco Rich, not the man. 24, not the code, not the code.
DJ Paco Rich.